Hello everybody! Today we're going to take a close-up look at the Invicta Watch Box. So let's go ahead and take a look. So this is an Invicta Watch Box for a single watch. And this one is in brown. This watch box is also branded by Invicta as watch gift packaging. And just taking an all-round look at this watch box. And setting it down and giving you various angles and aspects of this watch box before I start handling it and giving you some close-up looks at this watch box. So it provides storage for one watch in this hard shell plastic case. Okay, so now taking a close-up look, we can see the Invicta branding in black printed on the brown body of the watch box. And this brown, it doesn't really look brown, it looks more of a bronze than brown. You can see that there is a slight kind of orangey tone or hue to the color. And taking a look on the underside, we see a stamped Invicta branding below as well. And taking a look at the other aspects of this hard shell plastic case or box, you can see that it does have latches on the sides in black. And just taking a look at the rear of this watch box and its hinges, and directly at the front of this watch box. Just to give you some sense of size and scale, just resting the watch box in my palm, and perhaps with my hand resting on top of the watch box itself, giving you some idea of the size and giving you a better perspective. So the watch box measures 18 centimeters across, 14 centimeters deep, and 12 centimeters high or tall. So 18 by 14 by 12. Okay, now let's pop open the latch, but before that, let's give you a closer up look at the latch design. So even the latch has an Invicta branding on it. So let's pop it open by lifting up the bottom part of the latch and of course pulling back on the latch itself. And let's do that on this side as well. So you can hear that thunk. Very, very sturdy case here. So resting it down, opening or pulling back the latches and lifting the box lid up to give you a look inside. So you can see it is lined with foam on the underside of the lid. And taking a look directly inside, there appears to be a card insert here as part of the packaging. So I'm going to set it to the side on the right hand side of the table. And there are 2 packets of silica gel or desiccant, so make sure you keep that away from animals, children and babies. Okay, so setting that to the side as well and giving you a look directly inside this Invicta watch box for a single watch. So you can see that compartment there, also with a foam lining, slightly different in material from the one that's lined on the underside of the lid. So just pressing down, giving you some idea as to the softness of the foam that's lined on the underside of the box lid, and then giving you a look right here at the foam insert on the main compartment itself, with that slot compartment, and of course the pillow or watch holder itself. So we can see that the watch holder has an ovoid shape, and just giving you an idea of as to the density and firmness of this watch holder or pillow. So I'm going to set everything down so we can focus more thoroughly on each of these parts. So right here is the watch pillow or holder. And give me some idea right there as to the size of it. Okay, so setting that down, and let's focus on the main compartment or slot itself inside this Invicta watch box. So you can see this insert does lift out, and also just to give you some idea as to the density for this part of the watch box protection or shock absorption. So pressing just lightly, you can see that it does provide a good level of shock absorption, especially along the two side walls here, which are thicker than the ones across from top to bottom. So setting that down, and now giving you a look inside the watch box itself with that foam insert removed. So right there is the size. I can fist it right there, putting my fist inside this watch box. So this insert on the underside of the lid is stuck on the underside or applied on the underside, and is not removable without damaging that foam. However, the one for the main watch compartment itself, as we can see, can be removed. Okay, and just taking a look on the underside of the lid, we can see that there is a gasket or seal that goes around the cover or lid, which lines up along this raised upper lip of the watch box body. So now just closing it down, you can hear that heavy chunky sound and latching the watch box up. So nice solid, just giving a few knocks and taps to give you some idea of the sturdiness or thickness, and just pressing down as well with my thumb down into the lid, or even squeezing the bottom as well. The bottom is rock solid, whereas the top is pretty hard itself. As you can see, just pressing right down, does not flex at all. And now just taking another look around this Invicta watch box. And giving you that full view of this watch box and its various aspects. So now let's once again pop those latches open. So very smooth operating of the latches as well as the lid. So the lid does open to a maximum angle of 90 degrees, doesn't go any further than that. And it pretty much stays upright. And let's see if it'll hold at other angles as well. So it does somewhat, but given the weight or heft of that lid, it may fall down at lower angles. Okay, so let's reinsert the foam insert back in. So it's just giving you a look right there, just pressing very lightly to show you the density of this foam. and simply just dropping it back into the recess or compartment in the watch box. And of course we have the watch pillow or holder itself. Let's strap a watch onto it. So over here I have a Tudor Heritage Black Bay Bronze Bucherer Blue Edition, reference 79250BB. It does have a Barton watch bands, Jetson, NATO style watch strap on the watch, both of which I've unboxed and unpacked before on this YouTube channel, so you can always do a search for these items. So we're going to strap the watch, which has a 43mm case, onto the watch holder or pillow, and let's make sure that it is nice and secure. So making sure that it's nice and tight, and it's nice to know the nice dense foam watch pillow or holder does provide plenty of adjustability for your watch fitment to make sure that the strap does strap down nice and tightly. So right there is the Tudor Heritage Black Bay Bronze Bucherer Blue Edition, reference 79250BB on the watch holder, as we can see right there. And I'm just going to straighten things out just a little bit so it's a little bit more pleasing to see. So right there with the 43mm case size, all round and fitted nicely on this watch pillow. Let's slot it into the Invicta Watch Box, so just making sure that that foam is properly set inside. Reinsert it back into the case. We can slide or slot the watch with its holder inside. And I'm just pressing down to make sure that it's properly honed or set inside the box. So right there, giving you a nice good look directly inside this Invicta watch box with the 43mm case size watch, as you can see right there, and giving you some idea as to the clearance. So pushed all the way down, and giving you those various aspects and views of this watch box with a watch fitted into it. So right there, giving you that nice clear view. Okay, so let's close the lid down and snap those latches down so you can see right there, nice and solid, staying very firmly in place, no wiggle or move or play at all inside the watch box with the watch inside of it. There is a little bit of play on the, as you can see right there, but in terms of the fastening, it stays nice and secure, no issues there with the lid flipping or popping open. And now let's unfasten or unlatch those latches and take a look back inside with the watch still neatly in place. And nestled in that foam lining. So just giving you a few moments to take a look right there at this Invicta Watch Box in brown with a Tudor Heritage Black Bay Bronze Bucherer Blue Edition inside of it. And of course it does have that Barton watch band's Jetson NATO style watch strap. So once again giving you that very detailed look at this watch box with a fairly large case watch sat inside of it. Okay, so now let's pop the watch back out, giving you one more look right here. And just going to remove the watch from the pillow or holder and setting that holder back inside the watch box, and right there latching everything back down with that crisp latching action. You can hear just how chunky those parts are, the latch as well as the watch box body. So pretty solid, and those fins do provide the extra rigidity and protection for the structure of the watch box. So that's the Invicta Watch Box. Thanks for watching and happy storing!